have so many cameras everywhere. I don't know where to go. Thank you, Elliot. All right, welcome back to another edition of RATG TV live right here from the RATHole, the Geekery, 7000 McLeod Road, Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. I am your host, Ryan Fleming. I put the Ryan and that guy. And that guy this week is none other than... Whoa, that's not the Welland Wingnut. We have with us the evil one himself, Dr. StEvil. Thanks for being on the show.
I'm back.
You are back. Against my better judgment.
Yeah, you can't take the microphone away.
I know that.
It's mine.
I like how they managed to get your microphone so far away from me, so I can't take it from you. But we have our producer Trevor Twining here tonight, and he brought with us. We have what's your name? Shelly, our new assistant. We have an AP. So if you're watching on Ryan's All Things Geek,
wasn't there a
live
song
on
about
Facebook
her?
right now? A song about Shelly?
Shelly. That was from. Oh no, wait, that was Kelly. Right,
That was Kelly. And what was that from?
That was from that drinking TV show. What was it?
Lost me.
Now, cheers.
Oh, right. Cheers. What are you drinking, Dr. StEvil? You're not much of a beer guy, are you?
The doctor does not drink beer. He drinks higher class alcohol. Okay.
Cavassier.
It's an evil concoction.
Ah, I see. Made of the blood of sharks with lasers on their frickin' heads. Ooh, that got dark.
It's not a bad idea. It's pretty well made from Tears of the Liberals.
You truly are evil. As you can see, this is a house full of liberal Trudeau fans here. Wow,
Boo.
crickets. Hey man, it is a tough world where we live. So you're filling in for the Welland Wingnut today because the Welland Wingnut is in Jamaica, away for a friend of ours' wedding, Jay Hart and Amy TC.
Right.
I guess Amy Hart soon to be. So
he's in Jamaica.
He is in Jamaica. I'm sure there's a lot of that going on in Jamaica. We are hoping he's gonna do his version of our Puff Puff podcast. That we have a few of those up so far already.
Welland Wingnut, stay irie, dude.
Stay irie.
Yeah.
I like it. So, Dr. StEvil, it's been a while since you've been on the show. What's been up with you? Last time I saw you was at, that Crossfire Wrestling. Jingle Brawl 6? Yes.
Rose City Riots or Jingle Bell Brawl, yeah. It was
yes.
That's right, you were announcing, yeah.
That's right. We were, Steve and I were part of the announce team there, and it was good times.
It's good. I'm enjoying behind the scenes. I've taken over the video portion of it for Fight TV.
Oh, wow. And how's that going? How are you liking doing that? Because you really like the editing portion of doing this. I know you're great in front of the camera, but you do a lot of your own work in production behind the camera yourself.
Oh, I love it. It's fantastic. It's like creating things out of nothing. I mean, you can make the magic.
Right.
You can edit stuff out and kind of like the Donald Trump speeches. You take all the bad stuff out and just say, I am a moron. Cut it all together and, it's good.
Right.
The best part about it is behind the camera. I get to capture all the magic. All those special moves that you wrestlers do, I capture it for Fight TV, for the world.
Now, how great is that, though? We're like being part of Crossfire Wrestling and them signing on with Fight TV, the Fight TV app, which anyone can download from the Android store, from Apple, whatever it is.
It's good, and no, it's also bad, because we've had some camera people that came on that were just not so good, and then once it's filmed, you can't do anything. So I'm going to make sure we stay on target.
Larry wants to know why we have so many dots on our face. We both contracted the Vulcan measles, And unlike the normal Terran measles, they are green and red dots. Because, Vulcans are so fond of Christmas.
They're so boring, really.
Right. Oh, sorry, that's your line. Jason Robinson, thanks for watching. Larry, thanks for joining in, buddy. And I'm sorry if I'm being a camera hog to this one right here. We love you both on both cameras, 1, 2, and 3. That's not confusing at all.
Not at all, no.
No. Chad Golden, where's the live video? Well, Chad, it's on the page that you just posted on. Welcome to the show.
Open your eyes, a-whore.
Like, right? Listen, he's evil. This is what's going to happen.
That's what I do.
If you're going to be like that, you're going to get called out by the evil one. So we got lots to talk about this week. Obviously, we have our TWIG Notes, which you know about is our This Week in Geek, where we talk about what's new in the world of pop culture. And we like to bring that to you folks every week. And you'll be filling in for the Well and Wingnut. Now, the Well and Wingnut, one of his things he always does here is a 5-second movie review. Now, have you seen a movie recently at all that you think you could review in 5 seconds?
I have.
Oh, fantastic. So you've got about at least a half an hour for that.
No, 5 seconds, right?
Right.
5 seconds to do it. You want to count down?
Not yet.
No, I can do it in 5 seconds.
Yeah, but we don't need it yet.
Okay.
We'll get to it after our TWIG Notes. And so what's the movie? So the people, we'll give them a teaser.
Murder on the Orient Express.
Oh, no spoilers. Oh, wait. It's an old.
Actually, right. Walking out of that movie was quite cool. I walked out. There's a whole line of people, big, wide eyes, waiting to see the movie. And I had that opportunity to reveal the ending.
And did you?
I scoped out my area, and there was no way I was going to get out alive. So I decided to zip it.
Unlike when you went to The Force Awakens and you spoiled it for everyone else that Han Solo dies.
Again, I know.
Again. Luke Skywalker's dead. Who said what?
What now?
What? Who? Spoilers.
He did a better job in the first movie.
Who's that?
The Force Awakens.
Luke,
yeah. Than he did in this one. Just saying.
So you were not a fan of the new, of the Last Jedi movie?
Once the lightsaber battle happened, I geeked up and I was on adrenaline to the end of the movie. But before then, I'm like, oh, yawn.
Was it too many jokes for you, or?
It wasn't funny enough.
Oh, really? Really? Because a lot of people complained that there was too many jokes in the new Star Wars movie.
You're complaining because things are too funny?
I know.
Okay, get a life. Life is a joke, okay?
And it's funny how fickle fans can be, because after The Force Awakens came out, people were like, it's too much like the old movies. It's too much like A New Hope and the original trio, like 4, 5, and 6. And this one was quite divergent from all those movies, and people were complaining about that. It's you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't with the way internet is now, and especially social media warriors. These keyboard warriors, as they call them.
Okay, guys, whether we like it or not, it happened in the movie, okay? It's part of your canon. You cannot go write a letter saying, please take this out, okay? Stop being snowflakes. Just like Trump got president, okay? You can erase it. It happened. Deal with it, okay?
And
good
really,
or bad?
At this point, can people be mad at Trump still? It shouldn't be Trump that you're mad at. It should be the people that voted for him, honestly.
Right? I know.
I'm just saying,
And why are we mad at them? They don't hang out with Harvey Weinstein.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
The voters didn't. Opposition did. Just saying.
We don't know that Oprah is the opposition yet.
Oh, come on.
We don't.
Television celebrity, no political skills. Of course, she's a shoo-in.
Well, does she go for it, or does The Rock go for it? Or do they go on the same card?
I would give anything to see The Rock at it.
And the funny thing is,
The Rock will take on Oprah. Maybe they can be running
The Rock really
mate,
kind
right?
of comes off as kind of a conservative himself until,
Vice President and Oprah with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Oh, yeah.
I can see it. Oh,
yeah.
That's a lethal tag team that nobody would be able to stop. Even King Jong-il. I'm looking at you.
Little Rocket Man!
Can
you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Oh, look, I almost did the eyebrow thing. Just for you people.
There you go, the eyebrow thing for The Rock.
So what's coming up next? Speaking of wrestling and stuff, we have March Meltdown coming up next for Crossfire Wrestling.
I know, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's...
Who's Cody Deaner fighting?
Cody Deaner is fighting somebody that
night.
Oh,
Tyler Turva.
Yeah, Tyler Turva, which this one's a long time coming, though, right? Because they had beef from, a year ago. Weren't they supposed to fight?
They did.
And then something happened with Turva.
Tyler Turva got injured in the process. So
which happens.
It happens. So then they
What's
had
up,
to
Steve?
put Phil Atlas and Congo Kong and Cody Deaner in a triple threat ladder match.
Oh,
so
right.
Tyver lost out. So now he's back for revenge.
It's a really good card as well that we got going on here. I'm just pulling it up now. So Congo Kong's going to be there again. And my favorite wrestler is the wrestler of the year. Phil Atlas is going to be there as well. Tariq, who I think is another great wrestler. Tarek, I'm sorry.
Tarek.
I call him Tariq every time. I'm sorry, Tarek.
Karen.
Tarek.
They called him anything.
He's amazing. Those are the top two talents that I've seen in Crossfire Wrestling in the short time we've been
Phil
there.
has been underappreciated by the fans there.
Which showed with his kind of outburst at the last show.
And you know what? It's coming because he comes out, he performs, puts his body on the line, and the fan just like, yeah, we want Cody Deaner.
Listen, I love Cody Deaner as well. I think Cody Deaner is great, especially he's a great to be the face of the company. That's someone you want, kind of ushering your way through. But I think Phil Atlas...
He's a redneck. That's not good at face, okay?
Listen, we're in the Niagara region. It's quite all
It's
right
like
for
Duck
that.
Dynasty over there, okay?
Listen, when in Rome. But Phil Atlas, though, I mean, like this guy, I could see him in the Federation one day. I don't see why he's not in ROH or New Japan right now.
Because he's about 4 feet tall, okay?
But that's all right nowadays, You see that with Daniel Bryant and AJ Styles, AJ's not tall. So I don't see why someone like Phil isn't there, at least not yet. Give it time, though. He's just too good. He's good on the mic. He's great he's great in the ring. And it's the same thing with Tarek as well. So
Tarek. He's
is
up and coming
amazing.
for sure.
And they got
your back, Tarek.
And there'll be Destiny's coming up as well. Destiny's got a great promotion. I think they're fighting tonight. They have Austin Aries going up against Pete Dunne tonight. So you've got the TNA champ against the WWE champ for the first time, I think, ever, which is pretty amazing for any of the wrestling geeks out there.
Not bad, yeah.
Yeah, I just went wrestling on us. You can just enjoy it.
Right?
There's dots everywhere.
I know. What is this thing, this sickness?
I don't know. Volcanian flu. So let's talk about do the one thing that we do every week and get everybody caught up in the news of pop culture for the week. And we will do that with this week's episode of Twig.
This Week in Geek. Was that it?
That was like our old school. Do you know we've got new production team?
No, what?
We do, I swear. Watch. No, it didn't work. Wait. No, it didn't work again.
I didn't hear anything.
Wait for it. No, that wasn't it either.
Are you okay? Just the dots are all over you.
Well, you know what it is? I've lost my Fonzie power. Just 1 second. Here comes my Fonzie power right
This Week in Geek.
Now that is why we pay our producer what we pay our producer.
For what, sleeping for the first 10 minutes of that? What?
We pay him with compliments.
Right.
And you can tell.
Thank you for finally getting that before the show went off the air.
You're welcome. That's what we do. That is what we do. Liking what I'm seeing. Good work on the show. Thank you, Ken Dupuy. We really appreciate it. Oh, there's a lot of people that commented. I'm sorry that we missed a lot of you. Phil Mitchie, cheers. Tequila, says Karen Jang. That's
Tequila.
What you're drinking. None of them, hopefully, don't need glasses everywhere. Yeah, sorry. Can't read it all at once. But, yeah, much love.
So we have 12 people watching. This is freaking cool.
There.
Hello, everybody.
Wait, we haven't even checked the other page. But anyways, let's get to this. Let's get to This Week in Geek. Mark Guggenheim, who is one of the executive producers of the Arrowverse. So, you know, do you watch the Arrowverse?
I've seen a couple episodes, yeah.
So he wanted this last crossover that they just did, which was Crisis on Earth X, where they had all the bad versions of themselves fighting themselves. He wanted that to be a movie in the theaters.
Yeah, I could have done it. Yeah.
You think so? You think it really could have done it? I don't know if it was popular enough to actually give it a theater run.
You know, they're going to put all 4 episodes together eventually and have a big DVD, I'm pretty sure, because that is one epic tale.
Yeah.
The first episode and the last episode for sure just got me. Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, we lost Professor Stein.
Yeah, we did. And, you know, I hate you guys. You had the doctor teary-eyed through that whole thing. Not once, not twice, but every time you frickin' mention Doc Stein, okay?
So,
A-holes.
So I guess there would be a little bit of a market for it. Maybe just a weekend, a week, just put it in for a weekend somewhere.
They could do it, yeah.
Yeah, and get what they can, like almost a Rocky Horror Picture Show when they come out and they do that as well. You know, they come around just once in a while and they replay the Rocky Horror Picture Show. People dress up, go dance along with it.
So everyone's got little, like, you know, Nerf arrows and, you know.
That's not the dance at all.
No, please don't do that again.
It's just a jump to the left. And then a step to the right. Put your hands on your hip and bend your knees in tight. And then it's the pelvic thrust. Oh, that kind of hurts on a wooden chair.
Right.
Well, you were doing it too.
I was not.
Like that.
I was not. No, it wasn't me. No proof.
It was mesmerizing, quite like when Homer's on a treadmill.
Thank you for that image.
We got a love for it. I'll tell my friends, guys, well, they are your friends too, LOL. Sweet. Tell everybody. As we're seeing the dance go on in the background.
Can you put sentences together, Guy?
I think God was trying to speak to us there.
Okay.
Well, I was just giving Trevor far too much praise there. It's like, I am God.
He almost put 2 sentences together. Sure, yeah.
He does. So that was our first story about the Arrowverse. How about this? Chris Evans comes out and says he would actually entertain the possibility of playing both Captain America and reprising his role as Johnny Storm and do a Fantastic Four Captain America crossover. He's like, they'll never do it, but he's like, I'm up for it. What do you think? I think it'd kind of be funny to see it.
I would love to see it.
They got to spoof it up. And you know what? If they're going to be getting rid of Captain America for a little while anyways, and you want to hold on to Chris Evans, what better way? I like the original, and I know everybody hates me for saying this, but I enjoyed the first Fantastic Four movie with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans.
As did I.
Yeah. The second one with the Silver Surfer was horrible, and then they just got worse from there. The Michael B. Jordan one should never have been made, ever.
Ever.
Like, come on.
Ever. No sequel.
Thank God.
Speaking of this as being the best or worst villains in pop culture,
that's right.
Fox
is the greatest villain in pop culture history.
They destroyed the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and they didn't do a good job with the X-Men. Like, really. The first X-Men movie was good. The second X-Men movie was amazing. X-Men 3 was horrible. Every Wolverine movie, aside from Logan, looks amazing in their trailers. They all start off really good, and they all end absolutely stupid and horrible. Deadpool with the sewn lips and the katana blades sticking out like Baraka from Mortal Kombat. The Silver Samurai in the other Wolverine movie. That Wolverine movie was great until that point. You know, so Wolverine, well, we talked Wolverine Origins. So, I don't know. Logan and Deadpool were both where they started to turn things around.
They should not have made the third movie without Bryan Singer. Instead, he decided...
They had to because Bryan Singer was too busy sexually abusing everybody on set.
Yeah, that too, but he was also making Superman at the time, Superman Returns.
Right.
And how did that do, Brian? Not so good, huh? Should have stuck with X-Men, okay?
I hate to say it, but I really, not that I like that movie, but I really liked Brandon Routh's portrayal as Superman. I think he's been the best Superman we've seen since Christopher Reeve.
I don't know the guy's name, but the best Superman I've seen lately is the guy that appeared on Supergirl.
The little guy?
The little guy.
That little tiny guy that was smaller than Green Arrow?
The one that had the Superman attitude.
Yes, he played it very well.
I was geeking out when they both got together all the time.
You know what?
Superman!
But freaking Webster could maybe play Superman really well, acting-wise, but
Black Lightning,
the
maybe.
look has got to be there. Tricky loves Dr. StEvil. Oh, Tricity. I don't know who Tricity is, but right on. Jason Ward, one of our fans from Australia. Good eye, mate.
Please don't make him speak like that, okay, people from Australia?
I don't know why.
It's good day, mate.
It's good eye, mate. It's good eye. There's no, it's GDIY. Good eye.
Right.
Good eye, mate. No?
How about no, okay?
This guy's so fucking evil.
I'm not from the land down under, but you definitely do not sound like those guys, okay?
So we're just talking about the Marvel movies and the Fox movies, about Logan and Deadpool and their great success. And a lot of people attribute that to the fact that they're rated R movies. And now people are worried because Marvel's taken over, and they're worried that Disney's not going to keep allowing them to have this rated R fever, these rated R movies. But Kevin Feige already came out and said, I'm not going to be touching any of these movies at all. We're going to keep them the way they are, let them kind of do what they do, and be, keep doing what made them successful. To that further point, there's been a lot of talk this week about a Black Widow movie coming out. Now they're talking that Black Widow movie is going to be rated R. All right, the first of our trivia contestants are here. What? Oh, yes. You're just here for support of the show? Well, right on. Awesome. And we'll talk into trivia later.
Wow.
So what do you think? Black
Fan
Widow.
base has doubled.
Rated our Black Widow show.
Okay, she's probably because she's going to, atomic blonde everybody, I guess.
If they do a Black Widow movie, especially rated R, I don't know about you, but I want Hawkeye in this movie. I think Hawkeye and Black Widow are a team, I think those two should always be together. I'm not saying that Hawkeye should share the focus either. I'm just saying he should be the co-star, almost the sidekick of the two, because that's
like
in the
Steve
comic
Trevor.
books. That's almost the way he always was. Yes, the Steve Trevor to
Wonder Woman. Yeah, sure.
Except for the only difference is there's not going to be any sexual tension there. But we know that he's married, though, and that she's like the godmother of his kids. So
there should be tension, but there should never anything happen between
them.
Right.
I'm with that. I'm down with that. I got you. What do you think, folks? No, I like it, though. I would love to see a Black Widow rated R movie. I'd love to see a Disney rated R movie. And people talking about Disney, how light they are
evil.
and how, white gloves they are. Rogue One? Did anybody see Rogue One? That was not a light movie. Like, that is like watching, Butch and Sundance. Everybody dies. Spoiler alert after the fact, but everybody dies.
Yes, let's introduce the characters, develop them, and kill them.
Everybody dies. And Darth Vader shows up at the end and kills more people.
Yeah, he does. Just like
his
cameo.
That is one of the best film scenes I've ever seen in a movie ever. I got chills watching. Just when they get to that part and they open up the doors, the bay doors, and all you see is the red lightsaber start. I'm like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. And then to actually see, this is the first time, aside from when he's Anakin, this is the first time we've ever seen Darth Vader with actual good fight moves. Because the first time it was him and Sir Alec Guinness, and they're, there was nothing to it. And the same with this fight with Luke, it was very robotic, because that original suit was probably so cumbersome, you probably couldn't move around all that much. But seeing him there, oh my God, it gave me chills. And to me, still, that is the best Star Wars movie out of all of the Star Wars lore, in my opinion, which is always right.
How about no?
Well, where do you stand? What is your best one, and what do you think about that?
I don't agree with the Imperial Walkers on the beach. It's like, really, the water and the sand, they start sinking. Just saying. They just threw them in because.
Right, fair enough.
Those two guys from what, Tatooine? They happened to be on that planet. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
look
how'd
at
that happen?
And then they escaped and got to Tatooine and then got killed anyways. What the hell? You know, the bullies, the one that bullied Luke, right?
Yeah.
Guys, it was nice to put all that stuff in, but logically it's like, no.
You know, it was around the same time, though. You know, it was a few months before that. And weren't they on this?
Right. Didn't they just blow everything up?
Well, it happens. It just happens. It was, listen, to me, it was a really good movie. And when I went back and I actually rewatched the Star Wars movies going into Last Jedi,
Did
people are
you
going to
do
hate
the
me for this.
prequels as well?
Oh, I've always hated the prequels. I did not mind. I didn't mind Revenge of the Sith because I think that the one thing that I'll give the prequels is they had great lightsaber battles. They had some really great lightsaber battles. I think the Anakin and Obi-Wan lightsaber battle at the end of Revenge of the Sith is the best lightsaber battle of them all. Which one would you say is the best? Are you going to say Yoda? Darth Maul was great. But yeah, they cut him in half.
It was only like half a fight, you know.
Well, it ended up to be.
Pretty well. You introduce one of the most awesome characters and then kill him. Like, oh. Right? I know.
Oh.
Like a little guy.
You really made that joke. That was a joke I used to make about, yes, Lorena Bobbitt's husband. You got it, brother. That's probably where you got it from. You probably heard me telling you that one a million times. Long-time fan. Shut up.
Did you see the porn movie where, you know?
Bobbitt did a porn movie? Was it with China?
No, I don't know.
China?
I think it had his little member attached to it. I don't know how they did it.
Well, you heard, though, Lorena Bobbitt actually got charged twice for that, right?
Really?
Well, seriously, because after she chopped it off, remember she took off laterwards, and she took off with the penis, with her severed penis in the truck.
As you do.
She threw it out the window, hit some old lady in the eye, and the old lady sued her because she went cockeyed. She went cockeyed.
To leave now? Can I go?
She went cockeyed. Penis in the eye.
What do roosters have to do with this? I don't get it. What?
You really are evil. Very evil. Babbitt Uncut.
Babbitt Uncut.
Babbitt Uncut. That was the name of the porn that he was in. Thank you, Adam Walsh, for that one. Joe liked that. Thank you, Joe. We will be here all week. Tip your wait staff. Wasn't he endorsed by Snap-on for about 6 months? Bill says, wasn't he endorsed by Snap-on for some time? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Ah, right on. Right on. You rock, buddy. Karen, thank you for sending me a message while we're live. Did not say he wanted, yeah, well, it was something like that. He wanted to release all 4 episodes as a movie. Oh, I'm sorry. I misinterpreted the article I shared.
He just reads the big words and just says,
I
okay,
do.
kid.
I just read the headlines and I pass it on. No, I actually do read them. And I did read that as well, but I don't know why I missed it.
Right. Oh, hold on.
Is this your first time being on?
Where is StEvil Trump, I'm asked?
Well, StEvil Trump is coming. Don't you worry, folks. And he will be reading Trump tweets and quotes.
Trump tweets, yeah.
Trump
As
tweets.
Dr. Evil, how's that?
Dr. Evil
So
with his Trump wig.
Really?
Yes. And also tonight, after the show, we do have trivia night here tonight, which will be going on right after the show. We have categories. We have Rick and Morty. We have...
I saw that episode once, and it's disturbing.
Rick and Morty is one of the most intelligent shows I've ever seen in my life. Are you laughing at that, Miriam? It is one of the greatest shows ever made. And anyone who doesn't agree with that is obviously wrong because we all know that my word is it. What? That's it. No pay for you this week.
Right. Yeah.
We love you all. We really do. Thomas M. Moran, they added extra inches before he went into porn. Talking about Bobbitt.
Bobbitt.
Bobbitt's getting a lot of love right now.
Bobby.
Very true. The stabilization platform would just sink into the wet sand. Talking about
Yeah.
the
Fair
ad ads.
walkers.
And wow, only 2 people viewing this great content. I know. Share it up, buddy. Luke says to Kylo, saw Kylo using a new power and said, "Fucking hold my beer." And his lightsaber was blue because there was no lightsaber. Awesome. Rick and Morty is highly technical. Exactly. I like this Thomas M. Warren. He knows what he's talking about.
I like Rick and Morty. It's real technical stuff.
I like anyone who just agrees with me, honestly.
Oh, look, he's got drool coming out just like you, Mama. Right. Checked it on my behind. My tuchus.
Dr. StEvil he is very wrong. It's not my fault. You guys just aren't enlightened enough to get it.
You have to be on drugs or something to get it.
Cheers to that. I mean, what? Beers.
Ooh, everything comes in the light. Gotcha.
Thomas, thank you for sharing this. And StEvil, thank you for almost making my beer come out my nose.
I still got another hour or so.
So here's some sad news. Paige in the WWE, who recently just came back from injury and, her really troublesome time with Alberto Del Rio.
Now, here's a douche. What was she seeing in him?
I don't know, but he's an asshole. Anyone who beats a woman, in my opinion, is just a douchebag. I would never. If I was a promoter, I don't care how popular that guy is. There's no way I would ever sign him. There's no way. But she came back from a really devastating neck injury. She was off for a year. And then last week, doing a house match, not even a televised match, with Sasha Banks. Sasha gave her a drop kick to the back, in the back of the neck, broke her neck, and Paige is now retired.
No!
20-something years old, like really young. But she's been wrestling since she was 13. So she definitely has already had a lot of damage put on that neck. But my God, it's for someone who that was their life. Her mom, she always joked she had her first professional match in the womb, because her mom was a professional wrestler, her dad's a professional wrestler. It's in her blood. And to see something like that happen to someone especially so young, I think she's under 25 or younger. So to me, it's really, really sad.
I was looking forward to her return. She was one of my faves.
Me too. A great heel. And she took some of the best bumps out there. She sold moves. She wasn't one of those people that you'd punch her in the face or do something and she wouldn't sell it, pretend like it hurt. She worked with everybody and great promos. And it's just really sad to see that we're never going to see her wrestling in the ring again. Now, WWE says that they will keep her on. I don't know as what. Maybe as a coach, a trainer probably. Maybe they put her as a manager.
Manager,
really
commentator. I mean, let's use her.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's really, really sad. So, thoughts go out to you.
Boo. Get well, Paige.
And then my very last story.
Then again, hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Ric Flair back in the 70s was in an airplane crash.
Right.
But that was back then. And guess what? 16 time. Just saying.
But that was back then. That was back before the doctors and before all this. They had to worry about sponsors and stuff. That's the whole reason why Daniel Bryan hasn't wrestled in the last year. Daniel Bryan said or in the last couple of years, he said on Sam Roberts' podcast a couple of weeks ago that there was an 80% chance that he will wrestle again this year in 2018. He said there was a 20% chance it would be with WWE.
Just covering part of my face.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Or on purpose. But yeah, no, it's the same way. So the WWE officials won't. There's no way they will allow Paige to wrestle again. She may wrestle again for someone like ROH or New Japan who don't really care as much about the wrestlers' welfare. And that's not even saying that the Federation even cares about the wrestlers themselves. They're more caring about themselves and their sponsors.
Getting sued.
Exactly. So, or losing sponsors, for something
it's getting
horrible.
sued.
Yeah.
When I was in Afghanistan, we were told we're not allowed to leave camp. And I thought, wow, these guys really like us. No, it's a liability thing. They didn't really give a rat's ass.
Bastard.
Atco.
Karen Jang says, so sad about Paige, only 25 with 3 screws in her neck. Karen Jang, I've offered her a position with us here at RATG as well. She's great for, people always tell me about how good I am for posting
Oracle.
stuff quick before everybody else. Karen knows a lot of shit way before I do. I don't know if that's because she's on the West Coast most of the time, so she's close to where all this shit is being made and stuff. But she's amazing, and the invitation is always there for her. We need more women on RATG TV. We need more women as part of the Ryan's All Things Geek or RATG brand. That's my thing. So anyone out there that fits the bill, that wants to contribute, give me a shout. As long as you know your shit, we got a spot for you. Just saying.
Right. Okay.
Right. Paige also knew how to get the crowd involved, says Thomas Moran. Yeah, brother. She did. She was great for stuff like that. It's really sad to see her go. Let's talk last story. And this story makes me so unbelievably fucking happy.
What?
Everybody knows how much I love Channing Tatum. Did that look sincere?
Channing Tatum, the guy with no acting skills but looks hot.
Right.
Or he did.
Right. I am not a Channing Tatum fan at all. I am a fan of Channing Tatum, the person. I've seen this guy in interviews. I've seen him on like Ellen and shit like that.
I loved him in The Hateful Eight, especially the last part. It was awesome.
I couldn't even get through the Hateful Eight. I made it through an hour.
It's worth it. Wait for it. It's worth it.
Well, let me get to this and we'll get to Hateful Eight. Oh, yeah. Okay, then that's worth it. Gambit, the movie that Channing Tatum has been championing, and that he has basically put himself in the role for Fox, they've lost yet another director. Director Gore Verbinski has left, and he hasn't given a reason.
Why?
Why do people keep leaving Gambit? I don't know. I'm thinking the same reason why people kept leaving Fantastic Four. It's just shit idea with shit casting so far, and probably they're honestly probably just trying to build off of Deadpool. They're probably trying to make a rated R movie. They're trying to make Gambit be what he's not. Gambit is funny, but Gambit is charming funny. He's not Deadpool funny, and I guarantee you that's what they're going to go for, is the same type of, the shit humor that Deadpool has, which I love. Don't get me wrong. I love that humor, but I love it for Deadpool because it works for his character. For Gambit, you need a suave, sly, slick motherfucker that's going to sweep women off their feet and that's going to, steal their wallets and steal mine and yours at the same time.
Yeah, a creepy a-hole.
Yes. What I would like to see is someone play the character like Michael Douglas in Romancing the Stone. With Gambit's accent, obviously, but I want to see that kind of cockiness and that kind of charm for those younger folks that have never seen Romancing the Stone.
He never had charm.
Check it out.
You're just mean to Kathleen Turner the entire time. There's no charm there, really.
Really, she fell in love with him. Both movies. I'm just saying.
Stockholm Syndrome.
And not only that. In the one movie, he was fictional, right? She wrote about him, and he wasn't even real. So I'm just saying. So she pictured him as romantic that way. Ken Dupuis, true that, Ryan. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah.
True that.
And somebody says Danielle Roy. Yes, Danielle Roy is a part of our page, but she's so busy. She's got so much stuff on the go. The Wonder Librarian, she's absolutely fantastic. Go follow her page as well on Facebook, or follow her on YouTube. She's great on YouTube. She goes to all these different movie locales. Dr. StEvil's another one who's had the invitation sent out to him a few times. But, Anyways, so, yeah, I'm happy with the Gambit thing. I don't know about you.
I don't really care. It's
I want it to die.
Tatum and Gambit. I don't like either one of them, so who cares?
Oh, I like Gambit.
Put him in there with Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's rough. I do like Gambit as part of the X-Men, though. I don't see why he gets a solo movie, especially when he's only been in one movie so far. And you know what? I honestly like Taylor Kitsch as Gambit. I didn't mind him. Like I said, that movie started off really well, like all Wolverine movies, and just ended so stupidly because fuck you, Fox.
Sounds like watching an episode of Smallville. Everything gets really good, and then the last 5 minutes is like, what the hell just happened here?
It was like 6 great seasons and 4 what the fuck seasons.
I know, right?
And then they're like, they build up for that last episode in Smallville too. For he's gonna wear the suit. and he puts the suit on for like the last 5 minutes, and you don't actually really even see him in it. It's like some of the worst CGI ever. So, but
Photoshop.
whatever. I was happy with the 6 years that they gave us.
So how's his career going now? Yeah.
Good. He's on Lucifer right now.
It hurts.
Yeah, he does well on Lucifer. I like him on it. He's kind of a dick on the show.
Is he a demon, an angel, what?
We don't know yet. So far, he's just a captain of the police force that's been brought in, or a lieutenant or something.
Right.
But I like him. Nicole Kirscher is watching. Great musician, great singer. You ever get a chance, go check her stuff out online. Absolutely amazing voice, and play some great old school music.
Old school.
Thank you for watching. Dr. StEvil, that is it for this week in Geek. So I don't know. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'm going to start off the new year. 1 sec.
Wait, that's not. That was weird. I'm hearing things.
Okay.
Wait.
Happy New
Wait for it,
Year.
wait for it.
What?
Wait for it.
What?
Wait for it.
You ruined it.
Nah, never mind. Go for it.
You're fired. No,
I'm not
you're
fired.
You're fired. Get out.
Damn it. It's not the first time this has happened.
Wow. Yeah, I know.
All right, Happy New
Performance
Year's.
anxiety, right?
That's what she
Happens
said.
to everyone.
What, no birds and bees? The birds and bees are coming with Dr. StEvil.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Happy New Year to all, including my enemies and those who have fought me and lost so badly.
Dr. StEvil reads Trump tweets.
That is how he started last year. Quite evil, really. Now, a lot of you guys said you have Trump tweets for me to read. I'd be happy to.
All right.
Send them out.
Let's
Because I've
put
got
them on
none
here
except
for you.
that.
That was your only shout out. You know, unfortunately, a lot of people just put in links to other ones.
No, let's get them out here. I'll
So-
help you out.
This is a favorite one.
Which one? I know words. I have the best words. Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a bad one.
Okay, let's bring this up so I can see it. Okay. Stew 'em all.
Do them all. That's what she said.
It is, actually.
That is. It was a rough night in Welland.
Yeah.
They were at Max's West Side Sauna.
Okay, the screen went white.
The screen went white, just like the 2016 elections. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Too soon?
Not really, no.
Not really. Huh? What?
Really, like, dude, seriously, everything went good. Everything went according to me, you know.
I can't do that one because it's all YouTube.
Come on, find some Rocket Man ones, okay?
Rocket Man.
I have words, every word's okay.
Vagina. I'm huge in Gina. Which sounds like a huge vagina.
Seriously,
but
did
he's saying
anybody
he's
like
huge
send
in
anything
China.
in? Come on, let's
Yeah,
go.
here you go.
Okay. Can you imagine what the outcry would be if Snoop Dogg, failing career and all, had aimed and fired a gun at President Obama? Jail time. Yeah.
Wow.
Any negative polls are fake news, just like the CNN, ABC, NBC polls in the election. Sorry, people want border security and extreme vetting. Yeah.
That one sounded a little Orwellian.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, Donald. This one's you.
Watched protests yesterday, but was under the impression that we just had an election. Why didn't these people vote? Celebs hurt cause badly. Yeah.
Yeah, he did lose a popular vote. Just say.
Well, he's president, okay? I mean, he got it. Sort of, you know, supervillain in the White House.
Right.
Oh, really? You think the Russians had something to do with this?
And this is
Really?
This is like the closest we'll ever see to the comic books where Lex Luthor actually won the.
What does
office.
Russia have to gain by having me in the White House, really? Bring it.
Everything that's happening
What?
right now.
What?
Just me.
Okay, let's go. No, it's just he's silly.
This one right here.
Okay, an extremely credible source has called my office and told me that Barack Obama's birth certificate is fraud.
It is a fraud.
Yeah.
That's still going
Fake.
on. And this is probably my favorite, one of my favorites.
Okay. Robert Pattinson should not take back Kristen Stewart.
True that.
She cheated on him like a dog, and he'll do it again. Just watch.
Those are some extremely
He could do much
wise,
better.
wise words by the commander.
How about Meryl Streep? She's overrated.
Right here. Go
Okay,
ahead.
where?
There's the whole Meryl Streep.
Okay. Meryl Streep is one of the most overrated actresses in Hollywood. Doesn't know me, but attacked me last night at the Golden Globes. She had a Hillary flunky who lost big. For the 100th time, I never mocked a disabled reporter. Would never do that. But simply showed him groveling
That
under
was
my
me doing
foot.
Trump, not me making fun of
Hello, excuse me, doctor
I
speaking
had to
here.
clarify that for everybody.
Would never do that. I simply had him groveling. When he totally changed a 16-year-old story that he had written in order to make me look bad. More very dishonest media. Bad.
Fake news.
Okay, okay.
And then the very last one. This is the last one.
I will build a great wall, and nobody builds walls better than me. Believe me, I'll build every them inexpensively. I'll build a great wall on our southern border, and I'll make Mexico pay for the wall. Mark my words.
My favorite thing about that is yesterday he went to Congress and told Congress that they had to pay for the wall now.
Was
Just saying, that was the number one thing that
it
dude
the
ran.
Mexican Congress?
No, it was not.
No. Okay.
Like when he went to Puerto Rico and met the president of Puerto Rico, that was my favorite.
What did he say?
Well, he said it was a pleasure meeting the president of Puerto Rico, to which the governor of Puerto Rico said, no, actually, you're the president of Puerto Rico, because Puerto Rico's a member of the United
It's
States
like looking
of
in the
America.
mirror.
Just saying. That's like going to Hawaii and saying to their governor, hello, Mr. President. I'm just saying. Calling Sarah Palin president. Ooh.
Now, you know what?
Ooh.
Okay, Ryan.
Wait, what would have been worse?
Well, back off.
What we have
He
now
was
or Sarah
technically
Palin?
Correct. He is happy to meet the president because he's just like looking in the mirror, he's talking to himself. He gives himself the best advice, dude. I mean, the governor there just thought he meant himself.
Right.
He overstepped his boundaries.
I think that wig is going to your head.
How about no?
Wait, literally, right? Literally and
How about
figuratively.
no? Give me some more tweets, something interesting.
No, that's good. That's
I
good.
want something to do with Rocket Man.
Listen, I want to hear Dr. StEvil's 5-second movie review as Donald Trump, as Dr. Trump.
Okay.
Wait for a second though. Before
As Donald Trump is huge and big league.
if you can do it, but you got to wait though because our production team has to let you know when it's time to go. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to talk about how much I like the
Yourself?
fact that you're going to be doing a 5-second movie review of which movie again?
Murder on the Orient Express.
Oh, doesn't somebody get murdered on that? The old Agatha Christie story, obviously, that's been retold a million times. But this is the one starring Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp and a whole bunch of other people that
Kenneth
we know.
Brennan.
Daisy Ridley from Star
Yeah, I
Wars.
saw her. She had a lightsaber. She's swinging it all over, badass, and wiping everybody out.
Was it Kylo Ren that did it? Thank you for laughing. Thank you for laughing. And so
It was actually an awkward laugh. But
with that, folks, you just tuned in just in time for.
Okay.
Wait for it.
It's time for the 5-second movie review with Steve, only on RATG TV.
And we didn't even have to change it because your name is Steve. Jazz hands.
All right, countdown.
All right, so I am about to put the 5 seconds on the board. If you're ready, sir, you may begin now.
Murder happens. They're stranded. Snowstorm. They can't get out. He has to solve the mystery. And the murderer is... Did we run out of time? I'm sorry.
You really are evil. You really are evil. All right, so that was StEvil's 5-second movie review of Murder on the Orient Express. What did you think of the movie, though, honestly?
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I like how it went. Yeah.
Have you seen the original before or read the book?
I have not, no.
No? So you didn't know who the killer was going into it?
I did not know.
Nah. I can't say anything because I never saw it.
He did it.
Yes,
or she did it.
Oh, you pulled the Lois Lane on us.
He or she?
Yeah, the whole giving her sources away.
I can't tell you that.
Justice League, which was...
Yeah, I saw Justice League again for the second time.
Yeah, I've seen it for like 4 times now. I keep watching it hoping it's going to get better.
I did like it better the second
Me too.
time.
Me too. I do appreciate it more the more I watch it, but the fact that I have to watch it that many times to make me kind of like it tells me a little bit.
It's huge. It's bigly.
And it doesn't
Justice
matter how
League,
many...
Avengers, they're going to take you down because they're a good group, okay?
It doesn't matter how many times
Respectable.
I watch Man of Steel. It never gets better. Ever. Huge.
About the time he died. That was good.
That was my favorite part of it. And then he came back.
Although not too bright, though. Kryptonite kills him. So what does he do? He picks up a
The
kryptonite
kryptonite
spear.
spear.
And like, dude, get the bad guy to do it. I don't know. Yeah, not too bright. Big
Or
brawn.
even, I don't know, Wonder Woman. I'm just saying.
Wonder Woman,
I'm
you
just
know.
saying. Do we have more trivia people just showing up
Smart
now?
like bull.
Is that the trivia
Strong
team?
like bull.
That's a trivia
Smart
team.
like bull. Whatever.
Wait for your trivia team to get here. They better be getting here.
Bring them on camera.
He,
Bring
he
them on
went
camera
hard.
stuff.
No. Well, we could bring people on who are watching, and they could take part in this conversation. They just can't do that on the Ryan's All Things Geek page.
So, where are you guys, you fans from? Where are you watching from?
Well, listen to that. Jeez.
What?
Mute button, much. People are from all over the place. We have people from Australia always watching. And we have our buddy here who's been commenting all day. Thomas, we're going to creep your profile right now.
Thomas said, this is huge.
Thomas shared our video. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Tommy.
He works somewhere, and I don't know where he's from. Doesn't say where he's from. That's very good. That's very good security he's got on his Facebook page. But yeah, we're hoping you're enjoying the show. Jason Ward is watching from Cambridge.
Jason, I like your art. Very
Straight up,
good.
yo. So
Respectable.
So our whole point of the show today, because we have Dr.
That's a nice cock on there.
Thank you. That's what she said. People
It's a
need
big
to be seeing
rooster
what's
with
on
his
it.
mouth open.
Yes. Phil Mitchie has some issues. So because we have Dr. StEvil on today, we thought, and because he's sporting the Trump wig, we thought, what better subject for us to discuss today than pop culture villains? So we've taken your answers, folks, and we got quite a few of them, and we're going to discuss all your answers here today. First one that we got, a lot of people use this guy as their favorite villain, and I don't know if I'd find him as a villain. I think he's kind of the hero for his side, but Negan from The Walking Dead, Trish had said, and a lot of other people
It's all
said.
perspective.
Exactly. He's looking after his group of people.
He's a good
the
guy.
best way that he
taking
thinks he
care
can.
of his own people, building that wall.
He doesn't hurt women or children. Just saying. Well, at least not in the comic books. I'm not too sure in the TV show. TV show, I think he's killed a couple women already.
Has he?
Maybe. I don't know. I kind of stopped watching it.
Getting the job done. He needs to get respect from the people.
That's it.
If he
That's
doesn't
it.
show his authority, they're all going to walk all over him.
Ken Dupuis says, Welland represent. Welland East Side. Oh, wait. I'm pretty sure the police just showed up at his house. It's Welland. It's possible. Mike Al says, Bane. Kind of surprised about that one. I don't know.
I'm a big guy who can't talk. You can't understand the word I'm saying. But I'm so big and bad.
And they did share.
And then, guess what? The big spoiler is I'm just someone's bitch puppet.
No, I don't know if he's talking about Bane from the movie. That is the picture he showed of Tom Hardy in that horrible mask that nobody can understand him at all. Which is weird. It's almost like every time he's in a movie of Christopher Nolan's, he's got to have that mask on at some point. Like in Dunkirk, he was the Air Force pilot who had the mask on, who you couldn't understand what he was saying because he mumbles so fucking much.
And the
the proper Bane is from Santa Cruz Island, so he has like a Spanish accent, like a Lego Bane.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds more like Bane than Tom Hardy should do.
Now,
Lego
the comic book Bane is
like
badass.
Alfonso.
The comic book Bane is badass. He broke Batman's back, and he's numerous times beaten Batman.
But he didn't get the job done, okay?
He wasn't trying to. He did not try to kill Batman. He wanted to break his back and send the bat back broken. Like, he broke the bat, which to him was more important than killing the bat, I think. And I'm pretty sure that's the way they said it in the comics.
Just like Adrian Chase just wanted to hurt Arrow when he should have just put a bullet in his head and boom, Oliver Queen would be gone.
Exactly.
No.
Short-sighted.
Villains are just dumb, okay?
Short-sighted. George Marshall Jr. says the Joker. Oh, right. Because he laughed. No, he's got a picture of Cesar Romero. I don't know if he's going for that version of it or not. But all versions of the Joker is pretty badass. I think everyone would agree. He's one of the biggest villains when it comes to pop culture history.
Yes, and you know, Batman just didn't put a cap in his ass, right? Why not?
You know, and people talk about how much killing Ben Affleck's Batman does in the new Batman movie. But Michael Keaton killed some people himself. There was the point where he dropped a whole whack of bombs outside the Batmobile and blew up everyone around that was surrounding it. There was the fact that he killed the Joker at the end. Like, he could have saved the Joker and he just let him drop. He doesn't kill Ra's al Ghul, but he lets Ra's al Ghul die.
He didn't kill him. He just didn't save him.
That was Ra's al Ghul. And isn't it the same thing though? If you don't save him, isn't the same thing as killing him? If you have if you have the opportunity to save a person, whether they're good or bad, if you let them die, didn't you just basically have a hand in their death?
Well, okay, let's put it this way. Say the guy's hanging there. I mean, and you could either grab his hand, step on his fingers, or see what happens. Like, is it your fault for seeing what's happened, you know?
Yes.
Yes, you got to tweet that thing for YouTube, right? That's important.
You are so wrong. Our buddy Steve McGinnis, who is being awesome and donating some artwork for us for our WoW Mission Improbable.
Hey, Steve, I like your name.
That we're doing. And Steve McGinnis has drawn your picture before, I'm pretty sure, right?
He has, yeah.
Yeah, he's drawn mine. He's a great artist. He says Hannibal Lecter. It's a very good one. That's a hard one to argue with. And no matter what iteration you use of Hannibal Lecter, he's a pretty badass. Now, is he a villain, though?
It's all perspective.
Is Hannibal Lecter a villain?
He's just a hungry man.
He is just hungry. And the people that he kills, like, did he kill a lot of, like, innocent people, or was it more he went after...
Right? Is it wrong to want a sandwich?
Is it wrong to want a liver sandwich?
That's what the producer said, yeah.
And why did I call it a sandwich? I don't know. That's what we do. It's what we do. Speaking of Welling, Ken Dupuis says it was last night that the police were at his house. Chanel Long. Chanel's got one of my favorite villains of all time from one of my all-time favorite movies.
Christmas movies, yes.
It's one of the greatest Christmas movies. Hans Gruber from Die Hard. Alan Rickman. One of the greatest actors we've ever seen.
Brilliant villain.
Brilliant villain.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Brilliant in everything. I loved him as Metronome and Dogma. He was amazing in everything he was in.
Penis in Dogma.
No, he had no penis and loved tequila.
He showed us.
Had to spit it up all the time. Speaking of tequila again.
Right.
Brett Meeser says his favorite villain is Roman Reigns from the WWE.
Well, he did kill many fans off.
And he's killed many people's careers as well. Rebecca Lee says some dude from the Vampire Diaries. I don't know. No.
Is that Tom Cruise from...
no, that's the dude from the Vampire Diaries.
They look
the one that hangs out with Jason Momoa. I don't know what his name is, though. I saw him in a picture with Jason Momoa last week.
You mean Batman hangs out with Jason?
Right. And then Rebecca Lee also comes in with some girl from Once Upon a Time.
Didn't watch it.
Me neither. It was the girl in the black dress. And Dave Grimm says Dr. Evil.
Now, you know what? Dr. Evil has to be up there for evilness because he doesn't do any of that for the better of mankind. as perspective.
He does it for himself.
He just wants to wreak havoc. I mean, number 2 told me that, we were already making billions and trillions of dollars with Virtucon, but what do? Still want to, blackmail the world. Yeah, pretty well.
Because you're evil.
Even when they're going to pay, we're still going to flood the streets with lava.
Jason Clark from an Elegant Weapon says the Purple Man, David Tennant. From,
I love him.
Netflix's Jessica Jones. Yeah, he was amazing. Maybe Marvel's best villain we've seen.
Gets his dad to cut his heart out or something. Or?
We think.
Wow.
Yeah. Like he just suggests everything. First time I was introduced to the Purple Man was in Brian Michael Bendy's Avengers Dissembled, which was an amazing story arc. Anyone who hasn't read that, go out and read that. Great storyline. A lot of people die in that. And go read that.
This Purple Man was excellent. Jessica Jones.
Yes. I want to see him in season 2. They say he's in season 2. I don't know if it's flashbacks or maybe, just maybe, he convinced Jessica Jones that he died and he didn't die, just like in the first season. Because remember, that whole season started off her thinking he was dead, thinking she had killed him. So what's to say that's not what happened at the end of season 2?
Mind blown.
Boom.
There's a Death Star.
Chad Golden said that would be a toss-up between Tennant or D'Onofrio as Kingpin. D'Onofrio's Kingpin was amazing. And he's going to be back for season 3 of Daredevil, which, wicked. We've been waiting for this.
I don't really see him as a villain. He's just a guy who's got Asperger's, who just... No, seriously, I know someone who talks like that. He acts totally like it. He's an amazing villain.
StEvil.
He tries to court a lady, and some jerk comes in and ruins it. He got what he deserved with the car door.
Right. He just decapitated a guy's head by slamming a car door.
No. Suppose you're trying to impress a nice lady. You're not very.
That is the most appropriate response.
And he comes in and he ruins everything. Makes you look bad. Well, yeah, you're going to be.
You got to save face. I get it.
The other guy didn't save face, mind you. But
we saved face. It just didn't save his head.
Yeah. Haven't you always wanted to do that to someone? You know you did.
No, I didn't. No,
Really?
I did not. Sabrina Medhurst says Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Poor unfortunate soul.
Another
It's
misunderstood
sad.
villain.
In need.
Was she really the hero of her story? No, she was pretty much villainous the entire
She's
time.
a businesswoman.
She's a businesswoman.
She bartered, your
Yes,
voice for
like
looks
Ivanka
and-
Trump. Karen Wallace says the Riddler, and not any Riddler, Frank Gershwin's Riddler. Wait, Frank Gershwin? Yes.
Wasn't he the singer, Gershwin?
No, Gershwin was the opera guy. But yes, I think it's the same name. Anyways, Riddler's pretty badass. I love the Riddler on Gotham. Gotham is such a weird show. Great acting. It's casted perfectly, but it is written and directed so stupidly. It's so hard to keep up with the show and to keep watching it. But, as a guy that runs a geek page, I do this for you, my fans. I sit through this shit. I mean, this greatness. And the fact that we're friends with Donald Logue, of course, we support him.
Donald who?
Donald Logue. He plays Bullock. He's commented on these videos a few times now. Friend of mine.
Probably on a dare.
Facebook friend of mine, but still.
I lost a bet.
It was on a dare. Who else we got here? Lorraine Crawford Thompson says Alan Rickman again as
Little
Prince John.
Prince John
in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Perfect.
Gouge his eyes out with a spoon.
Yes.
Why a spoon?
Because it hurts more.
Awesome, sir. That movie was another movie that was good but could have been great. If Kevin Costner could have held on to that English accent longer than 2 scenes.
Should have cast a Brit.
You should have. And just like it's kind of the same thing with me with Henry Cavill as Superman. He looks like Superman, but my God, he sounds like someone trying to pull off a North American accent. That is the most generic.
He smiles like Superman too. Right.
Superman smiles. Henry Cavill just grimaces.
He's like emo Superman.
He really is the emo Superman.
Should wear black.
Well,
Just saying. Black nail polish.
Like Wesley Snipes says, always bet on black. Lorraine Thompson, yes. Patty Joe Goss, thank you for scaring the shit out of me, says Reagan from The Exorcist.
That's quite the gif of her vomiting over and over and over.
Exactly. Professor Elbows says Ricardo Montalban's Khan.
The original Khan, not the British guy, the original one.
Not Benedict Cumberbatch.
You cannot get better than this.
Oh, Chris Gibson. I don't. Is that
Snidely Whiplash?
Snidely Whiplash. We don't have Muttley there with them.
Tying
yes.
women to trains, that's dastardly.
Dirk Dastardly. Oh, yeah,
Dirk
you're right.
Dastardly.
That's right. They look so much the same. They have that same evil mustache.
I know, right? You know.
Right. And Professor Elbows also says the Daleks from Doctor Who.
Are they really evil?
Yes, they are. Their whole thing is exterminate. That's pretty evil.
But they just got a job to do, really. They're just very good at it.
No, and I'm sure you're going to love this next guy as well. Monty Burns.
Excellent.
Quite the villain.
He was quite bad, yeah.
Yes. He tried to steal candy from a baby. Literally it got him shot, but...
Oh, yes.
That's right. Spoiler alert. Professor Elbows also says the demon from Legend with Tom Cruise.
I never saw it.
Tim Curry in Legend was badass. And he also does put in the Goblin King.
Why is he playing with his balls?
Well,
In that gift.
that's what he does.
Look at it.
Well, he's playing with his 3 balls because he's a Goblin King and they have 3 balls. 3 crystal balls.
Fair enough.
That's what happens. And Professor Elbows wants to take over this thread right now.
Is there anyone else responding but
There's
this guy?
nobody else
or what?
but Dr. Elbows himself. The Martians from Mars Attacks. He's got Roy Batty? From Rutger Hauer from the original Blade Runner. And he's got Hugh from the Borg. But Hugh was a good Borg. So I don't like that he put that on there. Unless he's just
any Borg.
That's what I think he's doing.
The dolphin.
Phil Mitchie has a dolphin. Trevor Twining. Feedback. That is the greatest villain of all, is Feedback.
I'm going to...
Wow. We really want to be heard. You want to be heard, but we don't pay you to be heard.
You want to be heard.
Wow, that was...
That hurt, eh? That hurt.
This mic is way more sensitive than those mics. This is something that we learned on the show today.
It's a lot like a producer. Way more sensitive than the...
I see what you did there. I honestly can't believe that nobody has come up with my favorite villain yet. Darth frickin' Vader.
Now, I have a problem with Darth Vader as a villain because he started off as a hero and ended as a hero.
He killed little kids, children, unforgivable.
Yeah.
Did he...
Irredeemable.
Or did Anakin kill those kids? He wasn't Darth Vader yet.
Right.
Anakin was a villain. Darth Vader was misunderstood.
Oh. So...
Why is it we always got to go against the black guy?
So then, Sheev Palpatine.
Palpatine was pretty evil.
Yeah.
Evil old white dude.
Sith Master, right?
I'm just kidding. Jason Ward says Gremlins.
Stripe scared the crap out of me when I was a little kid.
Stripe?
Oh my God, Stripe.
Oh, Stripe from the Gremlins.
The Gremlin.
Yes. He was
Even
badass.
when he was a Mogwai.
You know what I find evil is when I can't get another beer. Beer me.
Nobody cares.
And who else you have for evilness?
Khan.
Well, someone already said Khan. So
Did he? All right.
Thanks,
So we
thanks
got
for
that
paying
one.
attention,
So we got
producer.
that one.
Thanks for listening, producer.
Right?
We already said Khan, the greatest villain of the Star Trek.
You know what?
Is this
I'm
me?
sorry. I kind of have a couple of things going on over here. I don't necessarily get to see all the comments
not hitting
because
your
we're making the
cues.
magic happen behind the frickin' scenes. Okay.
Behind the frickin' scenes.
You know, Mr. Guy with pushing the buttons there. How about no? Zip it. Yeah.
Beer me.
There's a reason you're behind the scenes, okay?
Our assistant producer, Shelley,
What do you
had
have,
some as
Shelley?
well.
Welcome to the show, Shelley. Everybody say
thank you.
hello to Shelley, our newest AP.
Hi, friends. I was going to say my favorite villains are always ones that actually genuinely scare me, like real-life villains.
Right.
Like, if this actually happened in real life, I'd be terrified. I had to look it up because
Harvey
Trevor
Weinstein?
and I have been arguing for 5 hours for who it was, so we couldn't figure it out. But I had to say Michael Parks in both Red State and Tusk by Kevin Smith.
Ooh, no, I haven't seen Tusk yet, but Red State, yeah, that's Red State's a really underrated movie. I think a lot of Kevin
So
Smith
underrated.
movies are really underrated, honestly.
Oh, 100%.
Tusk I haven't seen though.
Oh, you have to watch it.
I listened to Kevin Smith's his podcast and stuff. So I listened to the actual podcast that he was on
Right.
when they first discussed that, when someone had written into them about that, and that's where they're like, "Oh, this would be a good idea for a movie." I hear it's pretty
You
messed
know?
up, but I hear it's a lot better than Yoga Hosers. But then again, so is our show.
More viewers.
More viewers.
Yeah. But anyways, that's all I have right now.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I have a villain.
You
but
have a villain?
I'll wait because it's the best anyways.
All right.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Dr. Evil.
Well, we already had someone submit Dr. Evil.
Oh, I wasn't listening either.
Damn it. Well, were you following well in your mentor's footsteps?
What are you
I'm
two
only doing as
doing
I'm
there?
told.
Your training is complete.
Evil. Sorry about my big hand in the way there, folks. People keep texting me. Oh, hi. Can I have one of these? Thank you. Phil Mitchie also says James Franco as Tommy Wiseau.
How about James Franco, period?
James Franco is a pretty big villain right now. Another one who's been accused of the sexual misconduct.
And what did he do? Please tell me.
I don't know. He was just accused of sexual misconduct.
Show
I just
me
stopped
on this
reading
doll.
them. I've stopped reading them at this point. At this point, I'm more excited when I hear someone's not been accused of sexual misconduct.
Tom Hanks.
Phil Mitchie says Denzel Washington. Phil Mitchie, what is wrong with you? He's got SpongeBob, the Chicago Bulls mascot. Are you just hitting GIFs at this point? Are you just clicking on whatever pops up?
He is. I think he's drunk.
He is. Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Nurse Ratchet, maybe, but not
Spock?
Jack. Yeah.
The black girl from Sesame Street? Maria? How is Maria evil?
Oh, you don't know her like I do.
Oh, she's evil.
You're killing me. Leo DeVille says Joker. He has Heath Ledger's Joker there, which I still maintain. Great acting, great role. That was not the Joker, though. I'm sorry. I will say it over and over again. To me, his portrayal was too emo to be the Joker. He didn't laugh enough. He wasn't playful enough to be the Joker. To me, that was, if the Joker and Harley Quinn had a child, this is what it would have been. It would have been Heath Ledger's Joker would have been that. I don't know. That's just me.
Hi, Mom.
And it makes sense, too. Want to know how I got these scars? Because his dad wanted him to smile like he did. It makes sense to me that he would have been the...
laughing jackass.
Right?
Mom had a big hammer that said, "Hit me all the time."
And we've got Ken Dupuis says, someone get him a beer. Oh, thank you. And just like that, Ken, you ask and I receive. Thank you, producer. Thank you, waitress. That one's done, yeah. Did you want to take? You're the man. That's what I pay that guy for. Cocaine. What? That's when we're off air.
I said Coca-Cola.
The Trump hair goes right to my head. Jason Stewart also says Hans Gruber. Tanith Lund also says I am Negan. So I don't know if she was saying she's evil or Negan is, or they both are.
She just likes Negan because he's hot.
Hot tamale.
Hot.
Chad Golden says for TV, Professor Moriarty. Especially the most recent.
Is she evil?
Yes, he's very evil.
How evil?
He's a sociopath who doesn't care about anybody.
Does he kill children?
He would.
But did he?
I'm not sure. He may have, but I don't think so.
Children
I don't think he did in any of the books. And this is
Children and puppies are off
this
limits
is one
right
thing
now.
that a lot of people don't know about Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock. I think there were only 6 books with it, maybe even 3, but I think there were 6 books. in total for Sherlock. A lot of the stories that a lot of people associate with Sherlock were fan fiction that were made afterwards. But I think Moriarty...
There was some
both
fan
in the
fiction
books,
written about me, but it had a lot of my...
That's not fan fiction. That's porn fiction about
Yeah,
you.
but same thing.
Same thing. Same thing.
Me and Frau did some unspeakable things. Just saying.
And it was softcore porn, but not in the way you're thinking. I'm just saying. There's
Not-
a little blue pill.
Not in the details he wrote. I'm just saying.
There's a little blue pill, but you are
Doctor's
that
bigger
evil
than
not
you
to
thought.
use that. Yes, Moriarty was great. Who else has he got here? Kevin Spacey's just Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey's pretty evil.
Yes.
But
That's before
Verbal
he touched
Kint,
little boys.
Verbal Kint in The Usual Suspects. Kaiser Soze.
I'm not sure
Very
what
evil.
his character's name was, but in Swimming with Sharks, he played an evil movie producer. He was freaking amazing.
And let's think
Evil.
about how amazing he was playing the evil. I don't
Lex
even know what his
Luthor?
name was in
Lex.
Seven.
Luther.
In Seven, though, he was. Did he have a name in Seven? He was he the? Yeah, somebody look that up for me. Find
Wasn't
that up.
7 of
Have
9 a female Borg? What? What are you talking about?
Stop it! You never seen the movie Seven?
No.
What's in the box? What's in the box? It's a dick in the box.
I didn't see it. I don't know.
It's a prize.
You've never seen that movie? You should see it. That is honestly one of the best movies.
Tell him
ever
what
made.
he's won, Ryan.
He's won his wife's head in a box. Spoiler alert. His name was John Doe.
John Doe or Jon Snow?
Thank you.
Cersei,
and
she's a bitch.
And so Chad says for TV, it's between Moriarty and Kilgrave, but he gave the edge to Moriarty. He's more of a mastermind
Cersei.
than just a villain.
Cersei.
Cersei is a great
She's
villain.
amazing villain.
Oh my God, rain the green fire down on everyone. Phil Mitchie, what is, seriously, Steve Carell from The Office?
No, I think he's talking about Steve Carell from Gru. That's guy, bad guy, don't like children, popping balloons.
He really does like children. Come on.
Not that way.
Someone should have said Michael Scarn instead of Michael Scott. Do you watch The Office?
No.
Oh,
I
see,
do
that's
not.
why you didn't laugh. Okay.
I do not. Don't shake your head at me. Listen, I worked at the Hilton for a while as a bellman, and in the back room, our manager would watch The Office over and over again. And I just couldn't get into it. I really couldn't. And the funny thing is, I've watched the British version of The Office, which I really liked. I haven't watched all of it, but I did not mind it. I like Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant, Martin Freeman.
The Office was right up there with Trailer Park
Sherlock?
Boys for boredom. And TV
Yeah.
quality.
You know what?
Like,
I couldn't agree more. I can't get into Trailer Park Boys, and I can't get into Letterkenny.
yes, there you
I
go.
can't get into either one of those.
Death Star.
Oh, you did Death Star. I did Freedom Towers. Oh,
Hold on, do it again. Let's show how evil we are. You go 1 second after I do. Ready?
I already did that.
No,
I just
no,
said
they
that.
didn't see
So.
it. Twin Towers.
We're going to hell. We're going
Yep.
to hell. This might be the reason why we were thrown off the air in the first place. The doc is the man. Prieston, how you doing, brother? Prieston,
What's up, Prieston?
Zentridis, who was on last week on the show with us as well.
We were just talking about Crossfire, dude.
Yannick Michaud says his best villain in pop culture today is Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
He's huge.
Making RATG radio great again.
Welcome to Gina.
Actually, you know what? He made
Phil
Saturday
Mitchie,
night.
what is now just a rooster again?
He keeps showing his cock.
He
Okay.
keeps showing the cock. I don't get it. What kind of shit is this?
Actually, Donald Trump did make Saturday Night Live great again. For those 2 weeks,
Yes.
people watched just because of him.
Almost an entire year they watched just because of him.
Right? He brought that crappy show up.
Prieston, be nice. Prieston with the fuck crossfire. Listen, I think it's time. I think it's time for anyone who watches Crossfire Wrestling. I think it's time that Prieston and Go Time Chris LaPlante step in the ring together.
I've seen Prieston's match in December. He's
Yeah.
quite good.
That was his retirement match. I think he needs to have one more match.
One more match. One more match. One more match. One more match.
Honestly, though, him and LaPlante would be so much fun, at least for us to watch.
Oh, right, yeah.
There's legitimate heat there between those two, like, and it's nuclear, and we need to see that. We need to see that. All right, Jamie Gibson says, Kilgrave, the Purple Man from Jessica Jones. Awesome. Just amazing. Phil Mitchie, Randy Orton. Phil,
Randy Orton.
You're cut off. You're cut off.
Oh, that little prick.
This is probably the greatest pop culture villain. And I only say this because he played this role so well. He quit acting because people sent him so much hate mail because they hated his character. And that is
Joffrey.
King Joffrey. I don't remember the gentleman's name that played him, the kid that played him. But he played him so well. Like I said, he quit acting because of it. And he got a letter from Sir Anthony Hopkins congratulating him on how well he played that role. So I hope you come back because you did just a fantastic job playing King Joffrey. The fact that people hated you so much just shows how good you really were.
When Hannibal likes you, you're doing well.
Exactly. Carrie Youngblood says Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget.
Dr. Claw.
I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time.
The second one was better. Yeah.
Thank you. Steve Lambert, the Welland Wingnut, says Danny Larusso from The Karate Kid. A lot of people now, there's a going momentum saying that Danielson, was actually the villain of The Karate Kid. He uses an illegal kick to win that. He uses a crane kick to the face, which is illegal.
Yeah, well, the referee should have gotten it. Okay, just saying.
You know, he picked up.
It's the millennials.
He stole Johnny's girlfriend from him.
The millennials sympathize with Stalin. Okay.
Johnny may have been a little bit of an overblown jock, but Daniel, I think, may have been the actual villain in that movie. Just like there is a theory out there that Ferris Bueller is just a figment of, what's his name's imagination, of his best buddy. Cameron. Yes, that Ferris Bueller's all in Cameron's head, much like Tyler Durden in Fight Club.
Luke Skywalker, one of the greatest villains. He destroyed a few Death Star, killed millions, thousands of people. He overthrew a government.
But saved billions. Saved billions.
Not so much. There were billions of bad guys.
Oh,
according to the government.
Prieston says this. Says, Steve Lambert for ring announcer, Dr. StEvil for commissioner, and yours truly as world champion. What's that? Can I take a bump? Like in the Welland way, or like catch a wave bump? Or because I can't do that. That's wrong. No, I won't do that. Whoa, whoa.
You know what? I'll make the match. Heavyweight champion against challenger Congo Kong.
Oh, fuck, no. I accidentally got in the ring with Congo Kong once, and oh my God, that was the scariest thing in my life. I was so scared, words just kept coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, I thought he was going to pummel you.
I thought he was going to pummel me too.
Should have.
I was scared. Anyway, so yeah. Jay Sheep says, oh, he must be saying Lex Luthor, because the first thing I saw was Superman there.
Gene Hackman from Lex Luthor.
Oh, Lisa Matuska says the crazy girl from Witchcraft, or from The Craft. Remember that movie with Neve Campbell and the other girls? Rose McGowan, I think, was one of them. But the really crazy girl, yeah, she was pretty evil. I gotta take
She
this
was,
off,
and then I started dating women, and they're all pretty well the same.
Top Dollar from The Crow. Jason Ward says Top Dollar from The Crow. Which one was Top Dollar? Was he the guy that also played the sheriff in Robin Hood? You do have a green spot on your nose.
Cobra Commander!
Cobra Commander!
Cobra!
I will get you, Joes. Not bad. Not bad.
Sounds like you're eating helium.
Cobra! La 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 la! Cobra!
How about no?
Jay Sheev says Negan. That's another vote for Negan. Frank Clack says Joker, Heath Ledger. Natalie Labine says the best version of Lex Luthor we've ever seen, or at least the best portrayal, and that is Mr. Michael Rosenbaum as Lex Luthor in Smallville.
And you know
He
what?
was awesome. He was the best part of Smallville, honestly.
I sympathized with him, and I didn't like Clark. Clark was too goody two-shoes, righteous.
Well, of course he
a-hole.
was.
Lex Luthor, you can understand why he acted certain ways he did.
Right. Of course, the evil one says that.
What?
Natalie Labine says Jack Nicholson's Joker as well as Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
Oh, she's
Someone's
hot.
got a Tim Burton fetish going on. Lisa Yursich says Hannibal. Alex Toulouse says Danny LaRusso from Karate Kid. That's 2 votes for Alex Toulouse. Puts it up there. There's the illegal kick. We got it up there. Go up on the page. You'll see it. King Joffrey we got. And Joey Dosty says the greatest villain in pop culture history, Bill Cosby. Aww.
You want to touch my pudding pop?
Now we know why everybody was dying for
Have
the
a drink.
pudding pops.
He gets it.
Right.
I think personally one of the greatest villains I have seen on television, and every time I saw him almost get killed, I was screaming at the television, yes, yes, do it. It would have to be
Rick from The Walking Dead. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my vote.
Zip. Sylar
Who's Zip?
from Heroes, season 1.
Oh my God, I freaking love Sylar in the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, when they tried to make him good, it's like,
Sylar
yeah.
from Heroes. Zachary Quinto played a great villain. And he was one of those villains that you kind of felt for as well after a while.
No,
when
no,
you found
no.
out that he
we
was...
wanted him to die every episode. Kill him! No! I would scream at the TV and the characters
I didn't
were
want...
not doing it.
Sylar was one villain I didn't want to die because he was just so good as a villain, at least in my...
Then they tried to make him good. Stupid.
Which just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Thomas says Darth Vader was only doing his job. Bruce Willis as the Jackal. Has anyone seen the Jackal? Bruce Willis, Jack Black, Richard Gere. That's the one where he buys this automated weapon from Jack Black, and he uses Jack Black as target practice, blows his hand off. Great movie. Richard Gere plays an ex-IRA member. Really good movie. Go back and watch it. Great cast. Great cast, I say. Oh, I lost them all.
What are you saying?
Now.
What are you trying to be? Who are you trying to offend now with your accents?
Oh, that was just my made-up accent.
Obviously.
And my accents are on point, especially my Aussie accent.
Oh, please do it again.
Good eye, mate. Let me tell you a little bit about what we got going on here. That's right. Foster's, it's lager for beer.
Right.
Put another prawn on the barbie because in Aussie land we don't say shrimp, we say prawn. You didn't know that, did you? Thank you. You get a raise. I really am. I love you all. I really do. I don't know what happened here. It's all StEvil's fault. Ron Buse says the greatest pop culture villain in history is Kathleen Wynne. Colonel Sanders? Oh, no, Orville Redenbacher.
She
That is
does
just
look
rude.
like Orville Redenbacher.
She does. It's not necessarily an insult if
So
it's
she
true.
can play the he game. Yes, Orville Redenbacher is still around, destroying Ontario. One day at a
Coffee,
time.
beer, coffee. What the hell does that even mean, Chad Golden? We have some strange people. Bill Sauvé says Freddy Krueger.
He's quite bad, yeah.
He is a bad mofo. Scared the crap out of me when I was a child. And still kind of today. Shut up, I hate you. I'm just looking for, we have more answers.
Tony
Well,
Stark.
Tony Stark. Was Tony Stark a villain? He was an arms dealer.
Avengers, Age of Ultron.
He was behind all that. He was kind of the bad guy in Civil. Like you sided with everyone sided with Captain America, so that kind of by default.
Because he's
makes
got
Tony-
perfect teeth.
When he just does what's right, like any good person should, like Superman should. You know, instead of breaking Zod's neck, maybe cover his eyes. I don't know. I'm just saying. You already had your hands there. Just. Oh, I can't shoot the shit out my eyes no more. Fly him into outer space.
Ever
Oh.
notice Kryptonians can't seem to move their eyeballs? Because otherwise
That's so
Zod could
weird.
have just looked.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Without turning
I'm
his
like,
head, like
why
some-
did he have to turn his head? Couldn't he just shift his eyes
Yeah,
left
shift
or
his
right?
eyes, he could have gotten them.
Sorry, my eyes only goes just straight. I've got my blinders on.
Or maybe he should have just taken his head and smashed into the ground. I don't know. There's plenty of ways he could have done it.
You're very evil. Oh. Okay, so I put a picture up on Ryan's All Things Geek asking who your favorite villains were. And it's got all these villains from pop culture. And then I didn't notice in the bottom right corner, there's a picture of Dora the Explorer. We've got Cruella de Vil, Chucky, the Wicked Witch of the West, Scar, Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
Gollum.
And,
It's precious.
and fucking
Precious.
Dora the Explorer.
Give us beer. Precious mine. I want.
That'll get you kicked off the show for life. I'm just saying. I need,
Why is Ryan mean to Gollum?
needs an eye patch to go with the pirate accent. That was yes, my Australian accent was also the Australian pirates.
It was a drunken Australian pirate.
Jennifer Carver-Dunn says the Predator and Gollum creep me out, but Bane is the hottest villain. Geez, she's just in love with Tom Hardy. And Phil Kessel. Evgeny Malkin and Steven Stamkos. She's a Red Wings fan. I'm just putting that out there. Jeffrey says, Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China. Shout out for that one. Shout out for Lopan.
Lopan.
It's all in the reflexes. Mike Al says Darth Vader, the Joker, Jason Voorhees, Bane, to name a few. Matthew Michael says Skeletor. Joker, the Hamill version, and Mr. Burns. There's a couple of shout-outs for him. Jeffrey also comes back in, Jeffrey Schmuzman in, and says Chet from Weird Science. Now, there's a good one.
Chet's a jerk. Chet was a jerk.
Neil Diego wants to know what the hell did Dora do?
Oh, he knows.
He knows. His last name's Diego. Of course he knows what Dora did.
I'd say Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron he's pretty much a villain.
If it wasn't for Poe, those rebels wouldn't have died.
Ryan Frank Brisson says,
Saying, spoiler.
I don't know what his name was or what his name is in real life, and I love this actor too. He was on The West Wing, but he played the villain in Billy Madison. He did the whole trivia contest against him to win his father's business. Go back and watch it. You remember it. Yeah, he's bigly. He's very bigly. All right, so that's everybody's answers. What do you have? Like, do you have any other villains that top your list?
Besides Poe Dameron for killing all those rebels.
Poe. He's just a po' boy. Nobody loves him. He's just a po' boy screwing over the rebellion. A test fighter pilot for Princess Leia. Pull down.
Gotta shoot.
Trivia time.
Oh, crap. Okay, that was shit.
You didn't like that? All right. Biff from Back to the Future is another villain. Another good villain, actually.
Fantastic villain, Biff.
Fantastic villain. Is Victor Von Doom a fantastic villain?
He's a pussy.
You didn't even have the Trump hair on for that one. I'm just saying.
I'm going to
so
grab
he's so good with that word.
by the Victor Von Doom. How's that?
Now, we refer to our home
Justin
here
Trudeau is a great villain.
Because this is RATG show. We refer to our home base.
The Ratty Show.
As the RATHole. But when you're Trump, do you refer to it as the shithole?
That country is a shithole, okay?
I'm not racist, but all those black countries are all shitholes. But we should have more people from Scandinavia come over. Right. What's up, Clark Kent?
Okay, this doesn't make me racist, but I was in Afghanistan
You
for a
are
few years.
so. Oh, wait, what?
I was in Afghanistan for a few years. I like the people, but the country's a shithole. Going on record, okay? Doesn't mean I hate them. The country's a shithole. It really is.
You know, I kind of
Just
feel the
saying.
same way about Hamilton.
Oh my God, yeah, that in Welland. Jeez.
Hey, be nice. Welland gets a very bad rap.
I know, I've been there. There's a reason.
You were in the parade there. It can't be that bad.
My head got burnt by your evil son.
Not my child.
You invited me to the parade. You know,
Yes.
you know that I have like follically, you know.
Yes, that's the guy.
And you don't even give me shelter. You make me walk in the blistering sun. No float, no nothing.
I'm just saying, if you're going to be in a parade and you're bald, you might want to put on some sunscreen.
And Dr. Frickin' Evil, he don't put on sunscreen, okay?
Evidently.
But my head was scabbing for weeks.
Kurt Jr. has a couple here for us.
So maybe you're the greatest villain.
I am
Jerk.
the greatest villain. Because the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing everyone he was God. See how I changed it? Ooh. No?
Right.
Was that he didn't exist? Fine. All right, so
And then-
Kurt Jr. says Vader, Predator, Pinhead, and the tall man from Phantasm. I am not familiar. Before we go, anybody in the audience have a couple villains that you would say are the greatest villains of all time? Hans Gruber, been said a few times, and yes, he was great. I'll recommend a couple times, because he was, even in the Prince of Thieves movie, he was quite the villain.
Prince John.
Prince John.
Or Sheriff of Nottingham, whatever.
The Sheriff of Not. Not a beef. I don't know, Nottingham. Anyways, I want to say this before we leave.
Godzilla!
We got an event coming up here. Book your spot now. Single geeks all there. All the single geeks. All the single geeks. All the single geeks. All the single geeks.
Have you ever
Put your
seen
hands
Geeks,
up.
really?
Anyways,
That's why
for
you're
all the
single.
single geeks out there, speed dating is coming to the geekery. Speed dating, that's right. But not just any speed dating. Speed dating, Cards Against Humanity Social. Because this is the best way to find out who your true love is. Because if you can sit with someone and play Cards Against Humanity and they laugh, you know that's the one. It's a good way. If they share your sick sense of humor, you know that may be the one. So book your spot by February 13th and get entered into a draw to win a free dessert. This is going to be February 14th, Valentine's Day, from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. Come on down here, 7000 McLeod Road, Niagara Falls, Ontario, the Geekery. Speed dating, Cards Against Humanity.
Meet your true love.
And tell them to fuck off. No. Thank you. Thank you
That's
very much.
uncalled for, weirdo.
Yeah, that's all good. For me, my favorite villains, since you were asking, I don't know. It's hard for me because all my favorite villains are kind of guys that I like, that I kind of empathize with sometimes, or I could see their point of view.
Who's an
and some of them
excellent
I kind of, I think an excellent villain. Lex Luthor is kind of a great villain in my opinion. Lex Luthor, until Superman was around, was a philanthropist. All he ever wanted to do, given his motives weren't altruistic, but all he really wanted to do was just make the world better. He was doing it because it would better his brand. But
He was evil, okay?
he turned evil once Superman came around. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's just an excuse.
Listen, for
Superman
one-
just kept getting in his way.
And listen, you can't be all that evil if you're bald. I'm just saying. Kojak was not evil.
Where do you think he? Where do you think he?
Wait.
keep getting-
Wait. I take it all back.
Yeah, where do you think
I
he
take
kept
it
getting
all
those
back.
lollipops, stealing them from babies? Yeah,
Right.
Kojak taking candy from baby. I seen it.
All right, so I want to thank you for coming on the show today. Before we go, I do want to send out a couple shout-outs, though. Shout out, obviously, to Sue here at the Geekery, 7000 McLeod Road.
Hey Sue, we're shouting at you.
Thanks for doing everything, letting us do our show here. Come on down here, check out good food, good drinks, good people. And, of course, we want to give a shout-out to one of our sponsors, and that is Adam Walsh over at the Steam Powered Pepper Company. Check out their sauces, steampoweredpepperco.com. We have a brand new sauce that's out. It's a very hot sauce, pineapple-y almost flavor to it, though. It's really, really good. And we're putting it up to you folks to name our new sauce. What is the new RATG hot sauce going to be? Let us know. You can buy it online. Go to steampoweredpepperco.com.
Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire might be an app name for it. It's amazing, though. I really, really do love it. But so go check them out. Go to their website. Again, big thanks to Dr. StEvil for being on the show tonight and making RATG great again. And thanks for bringing the hair. And thanks. We're being played off. It's the Oscars. Thanks to our producer, Trevor Twining, and to our new AP, Shelley. Twining?
Shelly.
But thanks to them all. And thanks you all for joining us today. And thanks for watching online. And with that, please out. Peace. See ya. Black magic.
Black magic. You got to know, got to show it's time to roll. So just tell me.